So if you've read about the story of my dad and how my dad died, you will realize that my dad was in a family meeting before he complains of feeling unwell and, you know, complaining about his high blood pressure. Okay, and all that process led him to Neema Hospital, Kitui. Now, when in Neema Hospital, the doctor that they did the postmortem, as they claim they did, and they said that it was high blood pressure. That is what the doctor's report says. And now there are people, the people that took my father to the hospital, they said that when he got to the hospital, alikuwa anatoa mapovu kwa mdomo and tumbo yake ilikuwa na mapovu. So why would the doctor say that it was high blood pressure? I cannot prove that the doctor was paid, but I can prove the doctor's incompetency. After my father died and through all that process, I got an accident. And after I got that accident, I went to Neema Hospital. I was accompanied by my mom and her friend and also the driver that took us to that hospital, Neema. And when I got there, I had a problem with my knee. I couldn't even walk. They plastered me. Neema Hospital put a plaster on my leg. Even when I reported to Machakos University, I reported with a cast, like the plaster on my leg. And that is where in level 6, Machakos Hospital, that is where they removed the cast. And now the doctor that removed my cast, he is a professional in this field. And he said that these people hawakuwa wanafaa kukweka hiyo plaster, because when we removed the plaster, it was as if my leg was rotting. It was some ugly thing. And then they asked me, have you eaten? And I said, no, I've not eaten. So they said, okay, because you've not eaten, we can take you to the operation room and operate on your leg. Now that's a doctor in level 6 Machakos saying that hawa watu hawakuwa wanafaa kukuweka plaster. I have a scar to show for the operation that I underwent. I don't know if it is clear. I got this scar from the operation that I went through in Machakos, and that are the whole process in order to get my leg to this state. After a doctor in Neema Hospital plastered my leg when it wasn't even meant to be plastered. So you ruined my leg. And because in the hospital they take documents, tell them to check their documents. 2017, 2016. 2017, not 2016, but 2017, 2018. It is in your documents, in your profiles, if you look for it. You can say that it wasn't you, it was your employees. But if your employees are incompetent, it means you're also incompetent, because why hire incompetent employees? I don't know the doctors, if there are doctors that are watching me right now. I don't know the signs of like high blood pressure, if they come with mapovu kwa mdomo na mapovu kwa tumbo. But let me ask you, let's say it is high blood pressure as they claim. My mom and my father walitoka nyumbani pamoja. They were together when they went to that meeting. And my mom says that Billy was healthy and he felt good, he was good. My father dies 2 days after we bury my grandfather. So I was home with my father before I went to sit for my KCSE. I was home, I saw my father, I talked with my father. My mother was there, he was healthy. So now a healthy man goes to Kavotha Ngala's home na akakula chakula ambayo Kavotha Ngala na wana wake walikuwa wamemtengenezea. What triggered my dad's high blood pressure hapo kwa hiyo meeting? If it is high blood pressure na hakuwa nayo akitoka nyumbani hiyo safari yote hadi kwako Kavotha Ngala, what triggered his high blood pressure? So either way, whether you poisoned him, whether it was high blood pressure, Whether you paid somebody to fake it or not, it does not change the fact that my dad got an heal when he was in the home grounds of Kavodha Ngala, in a meeting that Kavodha Ngala and her sons had called. So you ask me, who are they? I say Kavodha Ngala Mwendwa, Vilisila Kavodha Ngala Mwendwa, because all these things, they kick-started in her home grounds. And I say Muasia Ngala Mwendwa, because a few months before my dad died, Muasia and his guns, I told you he carries guns, he points a gun at my dad na akamwambia, we mbili ngakuwa. No, ti ngakuwa, we mbili ningukuwa. Sema, Billy nitakuwa. Muasia wa Ngala wa Mwendwa. That is what he said to his stepbrother, Billy Ngala Mwendwa, who dies now 2 days after they bury their father, Eliud Ngala Mwendwa. Neema Hospital, you are incompetent. That is one. So either you don't know how to read when somebody is poisoned, or you are paid or even blackmailed. I don't want to know. But you are incompetent to even do, or your employees are incompetent to even do the work that they are being paid for, that they have claimed that they are good to do. You can claim it is high blood pressure, but where did that high blood pressure kickstart? What is it that my dad saw that made his high blood pressure come up? What did you say in the meeting that made my dad's high blood pressure come up? So you say, who are they that they killed your father? I tell you, this is who they are. You say, where is the proof? I say, I am the proof, and I have the scars to show for it. People used to tell me to get rid of that scar. Others used to tell me to hide it. Most people have called it ugly. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? In my TikTok, there's a video that I pinned with my scar, and I was wearing like a really nice dress, and my scar was showing, and there was a lot of people that were commenting on it, all sorts of things. But that is the post that kind of pushed my channel. That was the first post that pushed my TikTok and grew my TikTok channel. And I am so glad that I never got rid of it. So, Neema Hospital, what did you do? What did you hide? What were you so incompetent to see? So I'm calling on to the doctors that are here now. Is that proof enough? Is that proof enough? Or do you want more? Because I have more, and I'm gonna give it to you, dose by dose.